Thanks for chatting with me today, guys. Fight or Flight is one hell of an action packed thrill ride. And James, you've been working in film for almost 30 years now. What was it about this film in particular that made it the right one for your feature directorial debut?
It's as soon as I got the script, our screenwriters, DJ Catrona and Brooks McLaren, it had so many elements in it that just really appealed to me. It had this kind of protagonist that you could really do something interesting with. He wasn't a superhero. He was really flawed. We made him a lot more flawed. It had opportunity to do action, without needing, $200 million. And it was a lot of fun. Like I love action. I love extreme action. I really love comedy, and it felt like an easy fit where I could sort of show off all these different things, and it also had a lot of opportunities to get great performances out of some great actors. Which is the main thing for me. That's really the secret sauce. You have everything mapped out in your head, and then this X factor comes in that really pluses it and goes somewhere that you hadn't thought of. So it had all those aspects that just made it super exciting for me.
And Katie, you're known for being kind of an ass kicking heroine in so many of the projects you've done. What was it like to take a step back from that and let Josh and company handle the action? Were you itching to get on that plane yourself?
Well, I always have stunt envy for sure, but I really loved the journey that Catherine was on. It's the moment I read the script, it played so quickly. I read it in about 30 minutes. And then I spoke with James, and the things that he wanted to discuss about her character were so interesting to me because so many directors could overlook Catherine. And he really wanted to dig into who she was and what her objective was and what her history was with Lucas. And I found all of that so interesting that I wanted to be a part of this project. I mean, it is an adrenaline ride from the moment you sit your butt in that seat and it starts. And I love that. I, like James, am a massive fan of action movies, and I love some big dynamic stunts, and this is just everything that I love in a movie.
And James, tell me the process of getting Josh Hartnett attached to this film, as you've kind of caught him in a bit of a career resurgence.
Yeah, I mean, Josh, it was always Josh from the very beginning of the first time I read the script. It was like this is the person. Like we don't want to wind up with one of the cliched names that usually gets handed a script like this. Josh is he's an actor's actor. He's really, for him, it's all about character and performance, and to be able to bring that. A lot of times people that are more orientated towards that are not as interested in doing the physical work, but we had him, and he really wanted to lean into it, and he did all the hard work that it requires for us to be able to have him on camera doing it, but at the same time get someone that can really pull off the performance and the arc and the little micro details that go from being sort of adversarial with the ghost, and then becoming, coming around to it, which he played just perfectly. So it was just we couldn't have been luckier than to wind up with Josh.
And James, any insight as to what's next after Fight or Flight?
Fight or Flight 2. Yeah. No, we talk a lot about a sequel for sure. I also have a project with Lionsgate, and Chad, actually, 8711, the director of John Wick, is producing, called Hitters, written by the writer that did John Wick 4, Mike Finch. So we're in development on that, and a couple other things. So we'll see.
Well, I look forward to whatever you have coming next, James, and you as well, Katie. Believe it or not, I have been following you since the Schmoes Nose days.
Oh my
So it has
gosh.
been a pleasure to chat with both of you today. And hopefully we can chat again, maybe for Fight or Flight 2.
Thank you.
Thank you. Nice meeting you.